Local favorite. Brawler Champion Ale, made by Yards Brewing Company out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is a 4.2% alcohol. It is an ale. Let's give it a shot. This is something you would imagine. Just imagine your ancestors drinking a beer before all the craft beers came in and they wanted an ale. Especially coming from Philadelphia, I just picture old 1700s cobblestone road ale. Like guys just pouring it from ladles out of a bucket into your pitcher. There's nothing special about the meaning there's no spices added, there's nothing crazy flavor about it. This is when you see somebody on TV drinking a beer, most people think of a Bud Light or a Miller Lite in their glass because that's what's the norm. But if you look at like if you ever saw a movie or a TV show with Ben Franklin drinking beer, you would probably imagine something like this. This is probably the flavoring of beer that guy was drinking. It's just a beer, but that's not a bad thing. It's smooth, it's mixed well, it's blended properly. It's not heavy, it's not light, but it's not heavy. It doesn't leave a horrible aftertaste. This is a good beer. And I say that in the most generic of manners because there's nothing special about this beer. It's just a beer. If you know how you watch like a TV show or a movie and they say, let me get a beer, and they don't order a specific beer, and you know that's bullcrap because any right-minded bartender would say, okay, which beer do you want? We have plenty of beer. Which one do you want? This is the generic TV movie version of a guy or girl going to a bar and saying, let me get a beer. But I really want to stress that that's not a bad thing. This is a good beer. I've had Yards Brewing Company before, and they make good beer. And I hate to say this in the way I'm going to say it, but they make beer that is beer. There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing to go post on Facebook about or go tell your friend, or it's that new fad beer like the Not Your Father's brand. This is just a beer that it's almost like Bill Murray. It's timeless. It's something that will always be legendary in the back of your mind without coming out and saying it. Yeah, so can't go wrong with it. Yards Brewing Company. My drinkability on this, you could drink this all night if you really wanted to. This is easily year-round beer. Year-round, hands down. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this an 8. This is just a beer. If you just wanted a beer, you go to the bar and you order a beer, you're not going to go wrong with it. If you're confused, if it's your go-to, or if it's your fallback, it's right up your alley. You're not going to go wrong with that, and you're not going to be disappointed with it. So again, Brawler by Yards Brewing Company, Champion Ale.